O le whaamama awenga le nei ma le Pacific Isi, mo au tupe whaamumoli Samoa, a o tapuni ai ofisa mo le whaawa yaso. Whaonga nei lola na wa unanga forward ta ua, o le direct transfer. A whai wa yesa o membership card ma e whaonga ina le internet banking, o le matua e whaingo fia lava. Na o le tipose mai lava lau se leni ni matua account, o le whaatino leo la foina o lau se leni mo a inga I Samoa. E ia inga I tahu na whaamalia ina. Mo nisi whaamatalanga I le nei au unanga fo. Wala au le telefoni o walu se lau o tasi o nono po le lua fitu ono fitu iwa fitu wha. Pe text mai fo ilo suafa I le valu tolu o.
Local voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
Ole si tulanga pitusili o le tāu. Ole lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. Ona whaangale e whaatau ai o loa e au ngā mole ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai le sa sunga fua tau e lesi sa.
Le fia po I sa we mo mawina le foi au nang fo e ala mai le tala fo voucher. Le wana whaatau ma me te mga oi ile voucher.
Tai mo le tala voucher ua maua le apasusi o sewa fine. Tos paro loa whaingo fie. A mai se le te whai ma lau telefoni. Tai mi uma. Ai lo le lafo me le cash o na inu e lor tamao re ainga.
Whapea tu lava le tala fo voucher mo le foi au nang fo whatai. Ma lua lava le tampai.
Tai tala voucher.
Teki tala fo voucher.
Maloni, and a warm Pacific greetings to you all, our wonderful and beautiful viewers today for Pea and Claudia BluTable Podcast. Look, what a beautiful, beautiful day today, and it's so good to see all of our viewers tune in, and I'm sure you guys are all tuning in to see how the heck Bronson is today. Anyways, Claudia, how have you been today?
It's been an excellent day, like Pea was saying. It is beautiful. The sun is out and shining in Auckland right now, but I walked into the studio today and I was sitting here and I was like, oh my God, like what's different about the studio today? This chick has on the most incredible perfume, and I know that you can't smell it, but I was just telling Pea, I was like, can you do most of the talking so that I can just sit here and smell you? However creepy that sounds, but honestly, it's been great. And thank you to everyone that actually came along for the ride yesterday. We did our first live on the Pea and Claudia Facebook page, and we had a lot of engagement, and it was just fun. We were in the car, carpooling, karaoke.
Carpool karaoke, you can expect that our new thing for your Fridays, for your Thursdays, and we're excited. We're super, super excited to bring something new, something fresh, something just everyone does. You know, we're going to connect, we're going to engage with everyone on, you know, from all walks of life. we're going to be sharing your stories. We're going to be touching the hearts and souls of the community. And I'm super excited because you know what? Yesterday I had so much fun.
We all did, you know, and we didn't break any bubbles. This is our work bubble.
Yeah.
We were in the one car. And we were supporting local and we were picking up some lunch. And we met some of the locals in Mission Bay as well. I interviewed a few of them. Hopefully it didn't offend anyone.
Yeah, it was cool. We met two awesome, lovely men yesterday who were not homeless. However, Claudia wanted to make a point that they might have kind of looked a little bit homeless in the rain. I'm not sure.
Do you know what? Like I said, you know, you just gotta make fun of circumstances because you know we are in lockdown. It was pouring down with rain yesterday. We saw these two guys just sitting on the ground in the middle of Mission Bay in the rain. So I just made a joke, but I laughed about it. Yeah. So. If you guys want to know what we're talking about, just head over to the Pea and Claudia Facebook page. Like it, share it, love it, watch the videos. This chick laughs a lot, so if you missed her laugh, you know, it's all going to be there. But talking about laugh, we do have Bronson on the show. And
I'm so excited.
Let me just remind you guys that this one little video between Pea and Bronson went viral nationwide.
You know, I tell you, I'm still sitting here and I cannot believe that we've invited the person who, you know, caused a little bit of havoc over on the internet. Not only was it, did he bring so much laughter and joy, he sparked a bit of controversial stuff, you know, with all types of people actually. And then not only did he spark that up, but my laugh actually sparked something else up there. Some people found it a little bit annoying, but guys, sometimes, man, chillax. It's Friday. We are all about having fun. And yes, we do have the awesome Bronson who wants to share a little bit about, well, we're going to talk a little bit about the video and how his newfound fame has, you know, probably brought him a little bit of good luck as well. But we also talk about their drive with regards to the vaccination centre that he is currently supporting as well. But let's talk about support. I wanted to say thank you again to our awesome sponsors. Falute, the beautiful Falute of Pacific 40, and of course La Fionga ya Faimalo Alan Stowers from Pacific Easy Money Transfer, your number one and the secure way to send your money to Samoa. Of course, Malta or Samoa, the awesome friendly team there in Samoa, the Pacific Business Hub, Sei Oriana, Makane, and of course, Seki Works. But you know, we're not just gonna say thank you to the sponsors, we're gonna say thank you to every single heart and soul who continues to like, who continues to share. All of the above, we appreciate it.
Without you guys, honestly, we would not be sitting here and we would definitely not be driving up to Mission Bay taking our lives. So thank you guys so much. And we just feel very honored and blessed that we can do this and share a little bit of ourselves with you guys. But I reckon we head into that break.
Yes, let's go into the break. Look, Bronson is very busy today, so we are super blessed he is able to make the time for us here on BluTable. But let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's Friday. Let's
see
go.
you soon.
Tau tua ma le au nanga le mot tau sa mo service station nei tona i mata. Ma tau te utuina lo ta vale ma le tele o nisi o mata au nanga i se ese. Ai le ngata foi le ma tau te sia ke ina fo i lo ta vale. Siapa lah yang voice wow mau lau tapan. Afai foi vai pa olosa. Awala te pon matu te siapa lah yang foi mau lau tapan. Molo no posilafia. Mua tapela lau ta vale pe out. Lua tapela lau telefoni il tai me utu ina lau tapan. Mal vaenga mulu. Mana tua fu, e matua I whaasaina, lo tau makatapa ai no fuanga whapeni. Ota Samoa, ore maota mo Samoa. Mado te fia e au auna pea mo o Samoa. Maftaile fia mai. We'll see you again. God bless.
Voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight here to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
O le si tūranga pitusili o le tāua. O le lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. O na whaanga le e whaatau i o loa e au ngā mo le ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai le sa sunga fua tau e lesi aso sa.
Le fia po I sau e mui mawina le fui au ngang fo e ala mai le talo for voucher. Ila wana whaakau maa mea te mga orai I le voucher.
Tai mo le talo pa voucher ua maua le apasusi o sewa fine. So se paro loa whaingo pie a me se le te wherua I malau telefoni tai mi uma. Ai lo le lafo me le cash o na inu e lor tamao le ainga.
Whaptea tu lava le talo for voucher mo le fui au ngang fo whaptai. Ngā lua langa le tampai.
Tai talo pa voucher.
Whaptea tu lava le talo for voucher mo le fui au ngang fo whaptai. Ngā lua langa le tampai.
Tai talo pa voucher. Teki talo pa voucher.
Talafalava Maloni and welcome back, guys. Yes, we have the very famous and viral TikTok star Bronson on the show with us. Now you probably recognize him from a previous video, from the TikTok video. He's got his sunnies and his beanie. And Bronson, before we start the interview, are you still feeling any side effects?
No.
Okay.
I'm not. I actually didn't have any side effects afterwards. Just for the reference.
Yeah. It's good to know. Honestly, I'm still like just gobsmacked at how completely viral that video went. And then, like I said, this one evening I was in my room and then I hear Pea's laughter coming from my lounge, and I'm like, I know she's not at my home, but it was your video being played on the Project TV, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts. Like, how has it been? Like, do people come and like recognize you? Did you get like heaps of messages and texts the next day? Because I know Pea did.
I just have to say before we carry on with our talk that I'm actually in the car and we're just traveling around doing some last minute errands for our next vaccination event that's happening tomorrow. So yeah. Going back to your question, I don't know, because sometimes people will upload, like what happened with us was that the video was, I think, shared from BLU TV by Mina, and then someone had taken that snippet. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, but then everyone started to share that the video around. So I don't know. It's is it fame if you don't get paid?
I still think it's fame. I still think and it's not just that, but I think you've definitely prompted. I think during such a difficult time, you made me laugh. And I don't know how anyone else has interpreted what had happened that day, but you made me laugh. You put a smile, to my face. You brought joy to my day, which actually that day I was quite excited to be with the team. But on a Saturday, I would probably rather just be at home. But you took all of that away and you brought so much joy just by being yourself, just by, and I think the caption on it said, Islanders don't always take things seriously, but sometimes it's probably just the approach that everyone's been, has taken. But I loved that it has prompted positive vibes through for everyone. So, I would say yes. Because do you know what the numbers are at now? Because it's crazy. People were tagging yourself and myself on a video that went on Tangata Pacifica as well. The project, which is a New Zealand program, but it was crazy.
Yeah. And the other thing about it too is that because it went out on a public forum, you can't control the feedback or the response that you'll get from the public.
Yeah.
So, 98% of it was positive, but then there were a few people who didn't sort of see the humorous side of it, but took a more serious approach. And that's all good, because I agree, with some of what they're saying too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the caption said, as Islanders or as Polynesians, no matter what the situation is, we try to see a positive outlook on it. And our first response to everything that we go through that we're not too sort of not too sure about or we're quite uncertain about is always laughter and humor.
I'm still laughing about it because I've read a few comments as well and said, it wasn't even funny, it wasn't actually, but and my response to a lot of people that have come through with the negative who have actually private messaged me some negative remarks, and I just said to them, look, you need to watch the full interview. That's only a snippet of what actually went on. And and I said, look, guys, you actually have to, and I go, you would appreciate Bronson has actually got some really good things to say, and he was hesitant as well. So I just think, I just said to them, look, if you've got nothing nice to say, either watch the full interview or enjoy it and smile and laugh. But if you're not going to enjoy it, I've just learned to just block them out.
That's what you got to do. But Bronson, there has been quite a bit of online bullying and cyberbullying, between vaxxed and not vaxxed people. What are your opinions on this, and do you have any advice for people that are stuck in the middle?
If you're not wanting to get vaccinated, then it's up to you. But the important thing for me personally would be to think about how the decision you make, whether to get vaccinated or not, will ultimately affect those around you. So your community and especially your families, the people that you love, how they would be affected negatively or positively by the choice that you make. So online bullying, it doesn't need to happen, eh? Just leave the person to make their decision, and whatever decision that they make should be acknowledged and respected as their decision. Because I like that video was my first injection.
Yeah.
So I had been sort of not 100% on board with getting vaccinated initially until that day.
But and I agree with you as well, Bronson. The online bullying, I just don't understand. We get it. We understand that there's been words that have been exchanged, and that feeling of losing their rights. But I just think that the online bullying just really needs to stop, because it's actually unnecessary energy flowing through just dead space, really. But anyways, that's my opinion anyway. Before everyone jumps on and be like, oh well, I disagree. We don't need any Karens today. It's all about having fun today and Friday. But you mentioned that it was your first vax, and you did mention in your previous interview that you were a little bit hesitant, and you've just confirmed it as well. Since that vaccination and since being open about it, how's the response been with your peers?
I think within our lot of youth group, I was one of the last to actually get vaccinated for my own personal reasons, wanting to know more and do a bit more research into the vaccination. So everyone's trying to push me to go and get vaccinated. I even went with them in the car when they went and got their vaccination at the Telstra Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
So I was in the car and they were like, "Are you sure you don't want to get vaccinated?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'll wait it out a bit." But since having my vaccination, I don't know, you just feel proud, first of all. And you also have a sense of togetherness. Like you've become sort of closer with your community. Because you've done your part to safeguard your community against the virus. So yeah, this is how I feel.
I love that.
Definitely. Now, it has been a little bit tricky recently because we have had a lot more people get vaccinated, but the numbers are still increasing. So I think that's still making people feel a little bit worried. Today we did have 125 new cases in the community, which is not the number we want to hear. But you were hesitant at first, and now you've obviously gotten vaccinated with your first vax. Is there any words or words of encouragement that you can give to people that are actually sitting on the fence and feeling a little bit scared?
Yeah, think about your families, your communities. We're all complaining about not having our normal lifestyles, our normal way of life that we're used to, gathering. Everyone was, I felt real sad for the families that, I think I mentioned, no, I didn't, that was another interview. But anyway, my grandmother passed away about 2 weeks before our lockdown. And our biggest fear while she was sick was that we won't be able to farewell her because we'd be in lockdown. And that would mean obviously we won't be able to go to her funeral or attend her burial and stuff like that. So we were fortunate enough that the day of her burial, when we were doing the ainga afterwards, that finished at around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And then the announcement came out at 6 that we were going into lockdown. So we were really, really blessed in that situation. A lot of families weren't so lucky, and they didn't get that opportunity to say goodbye to their loved ones. And it just goes to show that no matter what happens in the world, there's always someone that's going to pass away. And so there's always fear of not being able to say goodbye to your loved ones because of the virus and because of lockdown. So coming back to your question, my encouragement is just really to get out and get vaccinated so that we can get back to where, like I said, we're on the road.
There's that laugh, though. There's that laugh.
And Mount Wellington and Pam, you are learning how to drive.
Yeah, I love how you said, let's see, lolly. You basically said the other truck's trying to ram into the other truck.
And so we just get vaccinated so that we can get back to our normal way of life. We can go overseas, see our family members that we haven't seen in ages. The higher our vaccination rates are, the higher chance we have of getting back to a normal way of life.
You know what? And I'm so proud that you're quite open, and I, you know what? I'm not going to apologize. We love that you're live. We love, and a shout out to Mina as well. Hi, Mina. Because we know Mina, the poor driver, always running around. It must be nice, Bronson. Having an Uber driver.
I'm actually with so the two I'm with were the youth leaders from MCY Mangere Catholic Youth. We're also under Samoa Te Tuwhātasi, so we were organising event that you saw me at, as well as one in Mangele the week or two before that. And so this is our third one that we're going to be running. So we're just doing running around doing a couple of last minute errands for our event tomorrow.
No, that's so cool. But you know what, we're going to talk about a little bit about the event actually. You know, the youth have stepped up and they've really shown, you know, our elders, you know, kako makua, we know how proud our parents are. But, you know, they've shown our elders that if given the opportunity, they will definitely, and you and the team have exceeded expectations. What do you think the success has been for the drive?
What has the success?
Yeah, why do you think it's been a successful drive, you know, with the youth being behind it?
Because the youth are leading it.
Yeah.
So we're not sort of taking a backseat position anymore. We've actually moved to the forefront and we've taken a lead in running, you know, all the operational side of the events that we're running. We've taken lead in that. The financials side, handling budgets and accounts, as well as doing layouts and everything for the event planning for each event. The Samoan culture doesn't really, a lot of the time, allow for us to sort of take lead as tupulanga or as youth. It's a submissive culture where we're just really under instruction. We're just sitting there waiting to be told what to do and how to do it. With this movement, Samoa's Tūwhātasi, all of those organizations, MPP, the Cause Collective, Repair Pacific, they've allowed us a space where we can take hold of it and then sort of reach out to our own community. By our own community, I mean our own Pacific youth. And so I think the feeling there is that youth will respond better to youth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do a quick plug-in. We have the beautiful Flora tuning in, as always. She says, talofa ladies. So hi, Flora. And we also have Soseni tuning in from Sydney, Australia. And if you guys didn't know already, Sydney has actually been named one of the best cities to live post-COVID. So maybe we need to take like a page out of their book.
Wow.
But they're doing very, very well.
You know what? I'm going to say it because, you know, it's Friday, and what I would normally do on a Friday anyways is find somewhere to go, relax, have a nice glass of wine and 2 tequila shots. What do you miss most about your just a Friday night? Honestly, Bronson, what is the one club, no, I'm kidding. What is the one thing that you miss about, you know, the normal stuff? Because it's been, what, almost 3 months now.
Yeah.
And I cannot believe that we've been able to manage this long. What's been the one thing that you've missed?
Well, a typical Friday, well, like you said, your typical Friday is usually the shots, everyone winding down, having a glass of this or that, and having a drink. But honestly, for me, a typical Friday night for me is just at home with a cup of tea, a verse or two from the Bible.
So we have a comment we have a comment from Vasa who's saying backseat passenger, all right. Bronson backseat passenger.
Yeah, just tell her, respond to her and tell her she doesn't want me to turn my camera around and show her.
I think we want you to turn your camera around. We also have Monse who's actually commenting from YouTube, and he's saying Manuia. So cheers to you too, Monse. But that's funny.
Oh, honestly, you know what, Bronson, I'm so glad that you're missing your Friday night cup of tea, reading the, you know,
scriptures.
Corinthians 1 and 2.
Yeah. But look, no, you know, and I'm going to quickly say it because I know that you have and you do run your own business as well. can you just tell us how has COVID affected that part of your life?
Sorry, can you just repeat?
Sorry, I know that you do run your own business as well. So can you just give us a little insight on how COVID has actually affected your business?
Yeah. So I run. Well, there's a team of us that run a service called Laila's Measina. So we go out and dress people in the community in traditional Samoan attire, Tapui or manaola. So usually people would ring us and get us to go in to dress them for their birthdays, weddings, even some photo shoots. So prior to our lockdown, we had already a few bookings already solidified in our calendar to go through, August, September, October, now November, and even December. That obviously hasn't been able to happen because of the lockdown. But I think it's, in a way, it's obviously negative because we haven't, not only from our business point of view, but for the clients as well, they haven't been able to hold their events, weddings and birthdays that have been planned for months. But on a positive note, it's given everyone a really good rest. And that Laila's Measina for me and our team is only one faction of the many, many other groups that we're involved in. So for it to get for us to have one less thing to worry about and do is it's a good thing. We are just waiting out for level 2, possibly level 1, before we can start taking on our clients again. But hopefully that'll be sooner rather than later.
I love your a very positive state of mind, and I wonder if that's due to a result of all the Bible scriptures you've been reading every Friday.
I think I need to start changing my life, and I think I'm going to start visiting your house after lockdown, and we'll enjoy a cup of tea then, Bronson.
Yes, I've got a very good Bible scripture ready for you.
I think she needs multiple Bible scriptures, actually.
Yeah, so we might do a whole gospel for you, actually.
Actually, can you just please open up a church already? Honest to Chapel. Sorry guys, I'm just being dry here today. But look, Bronson, we've absolutely loved, we love that you share with us. We love that you're loving, and I love that you give me a hard time. And anyways, before we go, I actually just want to make a comment that I did make offline. But I love the mustard. Love it. Love the look.
Yes. And we do have, so Sena, he's actually commented, he said, yes, I'm a single father of 3, have fully vaccinated to be able to travel around Sydney, local areas, taking the kids out to places this summer. Best to everyone. Please get vaccinated to be able to travel freely around. God bless our Samoan community here in Sydney, Australia and New Zealand. So thank you, Sosena, for that.
I love it. Look, we know that you are extremely busy, you and the girls. It's always such an honour and pleasure having you here on the BluTable Talanoa. Bronson, can we expect another prank from you tomorrow? Or can you share the information for tomorrow's event, actually, which is why we invited you?
Yeah.
Sorry,
This is why she needs the gospel.
You should have asked at the beginning of the interview.
I know.
Okay, so everyone that's listening that's in the Auckland area, tomorrow we are having a vaccination clinic, walk-in clinic. And that's going to be hosted by Samoa Tufatasi. Under them is Tupulanga Samoa, which is us, the youth. So we're going to be holding that tomorrow, Saturday the 30th.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the Pale Samoa in Mangere. that will be from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's going to be entertainment, food parcels, some giveaways, and spot prizes. And yeah, we just hope that everyone can come in for the incentives, yeah, so, but more so to get vaccinated. Oh, I must also point out that there are about 3 or 4 other vaccination events happening very close to us tomorrow, so all in Mangele. What we really encourage everyone to do is just drive straight past them and come to the Whale Samoa. I mentioned yesterday on our live that the Tongan community are having their vaccination event at Lautupuola Methodist Church in Mangere. So they've got the beautiful Tongan flags and all the signs up, and it looks really amazing. Drive straight past their event and then again come to the Whale Samoa. I just also want to add that I want to say a big thank you to the local Pacifica-owned businesses that have reached out to help us donate to us or sponsor our event in whatever shape or form that took. So a big, huge thank you to Laura, Kyle, and the Pacific Business Hub, Jovi Studio, Weta Athlete, Tanika Cooper, Jewelry, Old Country Food, Viola Ave, Goodies. So these are all people that have offered their services or offered their help for our cause. So we are really, I think, our Pacifica local community businesses are really the backbone of us being able to do all of this stuff. So a big thank you and shout out to them. And thank you to you two as well for following me along, for following the team along. Hopefully you guys can come down at some point tomorrow. I'll give you a sausage or two.
Say no more
Sausage
then.
sizzle.
Sausage sizzle. Look, thank you for Whetau Lover Bronson. You know, as always, such a vibe. You know, we do have to wrap up because I'm looking outside and Lorenzo's here, and you know, Lorenzo, if I so we're just gonna let Lorenzo take over. You know, if you are watching and you are a little bit hesitant about, you've heard it here, Bronson said drive past all of the vaccination centres. Don't even stop. Just drive straight past and head over to Mangere tomorrow and to the Whale Samoa. Head over to Bronson and he will hook you up with the sausage sizzle, some food packages, and a massive shout out to all of the small businesses who have helped Bronson's and the team. And you can find them at what time, please, Bronson?
11 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
There you go, guys. Gives you enough time.
If you want to kui after hours, you're going to have to go to another organisation.
So, guys, we absolutely love you. Bronson, thank you so much. We'll probably come down and see what kind of kui you're talking about.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Claudia,
guys.
bring your cowboy hat tomorrow.
God bless everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you. Stay safe and we'll see you tomorrow. God bless.
Tokelauan voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight here to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
Ole si tulanga pitusili ole tāua. Ole lafo me ole pepa tala oloa. Ona whaangale e whaatau i oloa e au ngā mole ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai la sa sunga fua tau e lisia sa.
Le fia foi sa we mo mawina le foi au ngā fo e ala mai le talo for voucher. Ula wana whaakau ma me te mga oai ile voucher.
Tai mo le talo pa voucher ua maua le apasusi o sewa fine. So se paroloa whaingo fie, a me se rete wherua i malau telefoni, tai mi uma. Ai lo le lafo merkes o na inu e reo tamao re ainga.
Whaftea tulava le talo for voucher mo le foi au ngā fo whaftai. Ngā lua lava le tampai.
Tai talo pa voucher. Teki talo pa voucher.
Ma avenga le nei ma le Pacific Easy mo au tupe whaamomoli sa mo membership card ma e whaongaina le internet banking o le matua i whaingo fia lava. Na le tipose mai lava lau se eleni mato account o le whaatino leo la foina o lau se eleni mo a inga i Samoa. E ia inga i tahu na whaamaleina. Mo nisi whaamatalanga i le nei au nanga fo. Wala au le telefoni o valu se lau o tasi o nono po le lua fitu ono fitu iwa fitu wha. Pe text mai fo ilo suafa i le valu tolu o.